So welcome back to Drive Culture, guys, right here on the Masterson's Car Care YouTube channel, where we talk about everything that drives you with detailing cars and more. I'm Greg, your host today, and we're here with Sal and Joel from Details. How you guys doing? Thanks for coming.
We're good.
Tapping in, man.
I know.
Thank you for having us.
We just filmed a bunch of content with your channel, which was pretty cool. So if you guys want to follow cool detailing content, follow Details Official on YouTube, right?
Yep.
Awesome. Details Official. And do you guys have Instagram and
Instagram
TikTok?
is at Details Auto.
Cool.
And our TikTok is Joel from Details.
Okay, awesome. Nice, man. So thanks for coming down, dude. I know I actually found you guys online making cool content, and I said, come down to California, hang out with us. So it was a really cool thing to have you guys come down, man.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we were excited when you reached out. We're like, is this Greg? Sal wasn't, Sal's only been detailing for a few years, but I remember when I was looking for detailing content when I first started, I didn't know who to listen to and who to watch, and there was only a few people, but this man Greg was like he was like 5 times more on YouTube than anybody else.
Yeah,
so I was like, okay,
I like YouTube.
I know Masterson's okay.
More than YouTube, I like TikTok. So if you guys want to follow our content, follow us on TikTok now that it's back at Masterson's Car Care.
You know what? I was watching the Chemical Guys video, and you hardly ever said your name. So if I didn't know you, I wouldn't know your name was Greg when you were on Chemical Guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if that
Really?
was intended. Yeah, you didn't say Masterson too much.
Yeah, got a little bit. I mean, I said it in a couple videos. Yeah. Usually if you guys follow Masterson's Car Care, I always say I'm Greg from Masterson's Car Care. Welcome back to the shop. Yeah. Welcome back to the shop. I'm Greg. We like to do it.
Pretty much we met up, and then we saw each other at SEMA, hung out for a little bit.
SEMA, yeah.
And we're here.
I know, it's crazy. What do you guys think about our store? First impressions, you guys come here, California?
Yeah. It's just, we're Northern California, so, we took a flight out here and out to Orange County, and, Greg's been very hospitable, but upon first impression, the place is nice. Big selection.
Big selection.
Everything, towels.
Coffee, sandwiches, everything.
All of the chemicals, and learning a little bit more about Greg and what he does over here at Masterson.
Yeah, it's true. I'm glad you guys got to see what we built here. I just really love detailing, and everybody that watches us, same thing, love detailing. And this is a cool place to make that happen, meet cool people. We do a lot of repairs here, just so you see. Full functioning detailing shop as well. But we also have the products. So people come here, they shop for the products. But if they don't want to do it themselves, we got a full service detail center. We'll do it for them. So we also do customization stuff as well. I don't know if you follow our other stuff. Like one of our customers, just so you guys don't know, he was detailing his car. His name's Steve. He's super cool guy. This guy is like 80 years old, will not retire. He's like that freaking cool. And he drives a Maserati, and it has like the shittiest screen. I mean, the screen's like, it's like a 2013 Maserati because the screen is like so shitty. And so he's like, hey man, like, can you, I want you to, the screen was actually peeling. Have you ever encountered those?
It comes off you don't know
Ferrari,
which way it's peeling.
Like Ferrari and Maserati have the sticky buttons. Yeah, you guys ever encountered those? Anybody ever encountered those? Sticky buttons. Okay, so he wanted me to take this whole thing apart and repaint the buttons. But I was like, man, I'm gonna have to charge you a bunch of labor. I have to take your whole dash apart. I'm like, why don't we just like swap this out for something else? He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, just give me a week. I'll call you in a week. Boom, I'll call him a week. And I actually found someone that like does like custom, like Android Tesla style like conversions. Oh yeah, with like a full on dash. It replaces like half the dash. You have to paint it to match, or you have to like dye it to match. So I said, I could do this job. Let's do it. So he brought in the car. I took the whole freaking dash apart, installed this whole new thing, and then we got this other guy to come who's local, and he dyed the leather to match dead on. I mean, people get in the car, they don't even think it's aftermarket. Looks that good. So we do cool stuff here. We like to do a lot of detailing.
Yeah, it's a nice large space. There's a couple nice cars in here. You guys are in the area. Definitely swing by, say what's up to Greg, because Greg's always a good time. Yeah,
come down. Check out our Google reviews. We have a lot of Google reviews where it's a pretty cool spot. But tell me a little bit about Details, man. Like, what do you guys do?
Oh man, we try not to detail.
Okay, that's cool.
That's to be honest. Like we're not, We started, I started alone, and I brought Sal in I didn't bring him in, it was a mutual kind of thing. Came in about 3.5 years ago. 3.5 years ago.
But 3 years ago.
About 3 years, and we just we had a business model, and we had a vision of what we wanted to do and where we wanted to take the brand, and we're going there now. The podcast is doing well. We're able to we're doing a small tour of the U.S. this year, and just going out and meeting our fellow detailer friends and talking to people and giving good insight on all areas of the industry. And I think it's something that is, it's kind of lacking. I think most people in the detailing space on a lot of social media, it's just about the product.
Oh, it's just about the product, yeah.
A lot of it's just about the product, yeah. So we're not really focused on the product, where it's more of the people and the culture of detailing and the insights to different businesses and operations. That's what gets us excited. So, and we do a lot of consulting for a lot of guys. Sal has a extensive background in logistics, supply chain, warehousing, analytics.
Cool.
And my expertise is training and development and operations. So
nice.
So we.
So you're trying not to detail the details that don't detail, right?
Yeah, we detail, but it's very, very select clientele.
That's good.
We have a pretty intense screening.
Well, I guess
process.
we're not trying to expand through detailing.
Yeah.
You want to expand through? Yeah, you want to expand through other things.
Yes.
Yes.
In the automotive industry, I guess I think I like to call it the automotive appearance industry. I feel like that's a better term nowadays. What is it? It could be wrapping, it could be car customization, it could be wheels, and for you guys it's a different ballpark, but you work with a lot of detailers.
Yeah, we work with a lot of detailers. I think the genesis of the brand came from me trying to find something that I can incorporate myself into and in who I am, whether that's music, hip hop, art, design, areas of apparel, style, all of those things that I love, and that I'm passionate about. We and then just having discussions and talking and laughing, and that so it's kind of like I was able to incorporate all these creative things into the details. So that's kind of. And then on top of that, we have our expertise. So it's kind of like, well, where do you want to take this next?
The details in the details, right?
Yeah. So it's exciting. It's a very exciting time for us right now, and it's I don't know. I think it's where we wanted to go, right?
But you guys aren't car guys. You said.
No.
What do you think? Not even a little bit.
We're not car guys, as in we have a car that we do that's our baby, as some people would say. This car only goes out on Friday and Saturday, or I only watch this car with this type of product or something.
We
like cars. We could appreciate that.
I love cars.
We just don't have one.
Yeah.
Or like one.
Well, no,
it's not something that it's not like we don't. You know how some people are like, oh, I want to have a nice car. I want to have this.
What do you drive? This is my car.
Yeah, we don't find we don't find that much pleasure in that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not something like a focus in our life.
Okay, I understand that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
I vibe.
You would think a detailer has.
What do you drive?
I sold my Audi, and now I have a Subaru
Sick.
Subaru Baja.
Baja. Okay, so that's cool.
Yeah,
See,
it's black. It is clean. It's clean.
This is cool.
Fresh.
What do you drive now?
I drive a Lexus, small Lexus SUV.
Which one? RX?
RX.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I
they're
love
both
cars.
clean.
Yeah. This is great.
They're both like you would think they're rolled out of the dealership clean. Everybody's, it's just not something.
I'm not talking about no 352.7. I'm not talking about the horsepower,
engines, performance. I could care less about any of that stuff. And to be honest, I don't spend a lot of time in my cars. I don't enjoy driving. You like motorcycles.
I love motorcycles, dude. I love motorcycles. Everybody out there, I love motorcycles. You don't ride motorcycles?
No.
Oh, motorcycles. That's I think the peak. Of automotive.
It's what a lot of people say.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I have a few friends that ride, and they absolutely love it.
Yeah. It's like
the liability part for me, the danger, that factor of it. that doesn't appeal to me.
Oh yeah, that
like I'm like in risk management mode all the time.
Yeah,
so,
that's what makes it good. Yeah,
so
that's what makes it good.
Yeah, because the thrill. Yeah, I don't get thrilled.
Mainly the concentration. I don't even find it very thrilling anymore. I just find it. Well, yeah, I still find it thrilling a little bit, but the concentration. It's like everything enhanced. It's like going to a bullfight on LSD, or something.
Yeah, I'm sure the adrenaline's going. You're on.
You see a lot. You're like, oh wow, that bull looks angry. It's crazy. Yeah. So I really like that because I really don't think you need to have like the craziest car in the world to be a car guy.
And you know what I mean? And you know what kind of ruined it for us too? It's like when you work on we had the pleasure of working on some of the most beautiful cars in the world. Yeah. Like some very, very rare cars, like we're talking Pebble Beach Monterey winners, like some really, really beautiful collections and cars. And it's like once you've worked on those, like there's a different level of appreciation for a vehicle. So it's almost like when I see something, like when you see a vintage exotic car, from like the 60s, a Ferrari or something, and you're working on, and then you see like a new Lamborghini, it's kind of like, yeah, that's cool, I guess. Because we've already seen the full spectrum of what we feel is like the most elegant, beautiful, classic, vintage, vehicle that we can consider like elite. Yeah. And when you're doing warehouses full of those types of vehicles, it's kind of like everything's kind of toned down.
Toned down a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it's just a car.
Let me ask you, if you, and I ask everybody this when we do podcasts, what's your favorite car? You could you have to have only the one. Like you could have any car in the world, doesn't matter, but that's the one you get. That's it.
Just one car.
That's hard to answer. Like
it's a very difficult question to answer.
It's a very hard.
You know what?
One that's not going to give me no problems.
You know what I'm going to tell you right now? I had a 1987 Ford Bronco 2 when I was in college.
And you want that?
And I want that, and I didn't appreciate it.
Oh, that's cool. Yes.
And it's such a cool little SUV.
Bronco
like,
2, yeah.
And it's
like the Bronco Sport now.
Yeah, it's just a classic body style. It looks cool. Like you can use it for anything. Like I'm more into. I like shit that I can actually use.
I'm very
minimalist.
Me too.
I'm very, very minimalist.
Me too, man. Me too.
Like I don't want anything extra if I don't have to have it.
Me too. Yeah.
And for me, it's just I want something that I'm actually going to use. Yeah. Like I'll see. Like I used to, and I think a lot of it comes from because I used to collect a lot of shit. I collect vinyl records. I collect vintage ashtrays.
Vintage ashtrays.
Yes, yeah. I collect all like old Catholic artwork.
Yeah.
I collect a lot of stuff. So now I've like tried to like get rid of as much as possible and just have like minimal stuff. And for me, that brings me, clarity.
I vibe with that.
Less clutter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You want to simplify it down. That's pretty cool. What about you, Sal? What car would you have?
I like the Acura NSX. The 90s,
what's Acura NSX?
The 90s style one.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
I like that era.
He likes that era.
It looks like it's a foreign.
That's a fresh one.
It looks fresh. It's Acura. It's not going to give you too many problems, I would think. I never drove one before, but I think I can make that thing look pretty fly.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I feel like
it'd be dependable.
But dependable, yeah. I feel like you have to envision yourself driving the car. Yeah. What do you picture yourself driving? How do you look driving this car?
Even like that. That's a beautiful car, but I'm like
that. If it be the rough route, I'll take a Blazer.
The Blazer, okay.
The 80, the
K5 Blazer.
Yeah, the ones that were lifted. The top came off. I'll take that car.
I'll take a K5 Blazer.
He was actually going to get one not too long ago.
K5 Blazer?
Yeah, he was thinking about buying it.
We got a YouTube video.
One of our clients. We have a YouTube video on it. And
nice.
It was stored for like 35 years.
Oh, nice.
Just covered, taken care of. Like, yeah, they ended up selling it at auction. It was beautiful. Yeah,
it's crazy. It's like classic cars are cool. I change my answer every week. I think right now I really want a RS 200 Cosworth. Yeah.
RS200. See, I don't even know what that is.
Oh, you're not talking about?
Yeah, I don't. I read the,
Before I would be embarrassed, like, okay, I don't know.
RS200
Now I got no
probably.
problem saying, like, I don't know what that car is.
They actually don't sell them in the U.S. It was like a rally car made by Ford, and they only sold it in Europe. Homologation car, like super cool mid-engine.
and we.
I want to see it. I wish you had one of those Joe Rogan guys. Jamie, just bring that up on the computer.
Just bring it up on the podcast. You have a phone? You have a phone? Pull out your phone. Just
It's
search
not
it.
the same.
And you know what's weird too? We have a few family members that have beautiful custom cars.
Yeah.
That are just fucking just beautiful.
Oh yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And award-winning vehicles, and not just like award-winning, like not some like local
What's it
show.
called?
It's called RS200.
But they being around that also, you like that type of car, like a fully custom car. They're a lot of work.
Oh yeah, everything's a lot of
A
work.
lot of work.
The crazy. I mean,
you
I've
got
seen
to trailer them everywhere you take them. They lose their value.
Lose their value, yeah.
If
cars are
driven.
not an investment.
No.
Anybody who thinks they can invest in a car
No.
is not smart. I don't know why.
Protect your investment.
That-
What do you
that's the
think
worst.
when you
That's
hear
the
that?
worst.
When you hear
When
detailers
you
say,
hear retailers say that,
protect your investment.
Unless it's a very,
He's
very
probably
rare
thinking,
car or
dumbass.
classic.
The only reason it isn't it is an investment. It is an investment, but I feel like investment is a very weird term. Yeah, you're investing in that car because it's your transportation.
Yes, you're investing, but it's a terrible investment.
It's a terrible
because
investment.
you're investing in a depreciating liability.
factor. Yeah.
That's what
you'll never make money off it.
No.
I mean, some people do, yeah, but
like during COVID was one of the few times in history where cars actually went up in value.
I should have sold a car during COVID. I was arrogant and I didn't.
You should have. You probably could have got your money back for whatever. It was.
I could have. I had a Mercedes. I sold it for 20 recently, and I could have sold it for about 28 during COVID.
Yeah.
Just
that
what
car
a
looks like a
difference.
Nissan, looks like an Acura.
Looks like everything. That's one of my favorite things about cars. I like cars when they have a lot of
looks like a
different
Integra.
features.
Yeah, what kind of car is that?
That's an RS200. We'll post a picture of it right here on the
Was
video.
that a Swedish car? What kind of design is that?
That is a Ford car made in the UK, made in Britain.
Definitely has some.
Looks like a
vibes
RX-7,
with a
RX-6, RX-7.
And the back looks like almost like a 90s.
Kind of looks like a
Mercedes.
Subaru a little bit.
That is a
Jesus Christ.
They got like 4 headlights on this one.
That is a mid-engine 4-cylinder 4-wheel drive rally.
It looks like it'll be fun to drive.
yeah.
Like a
That's
Miata.
a rally car.
Yeah.
Rally car. Oh yeah, that's
Okay.
a rally car. I need
That's a
something
fun
exciting.
car. I
For
can see that.
me right now in life, man, I need cars that are exciting but incognito.
Yeah.
I want somebody to not know what I'm driving. Like, if you want to get the attention of somebody, what do you roll up with right now? You want to get everybody's attention. What do you roll up with right now? You can pick any car in the world.
See, I'm not
Attention?
Like that's.
I don't know.
I know you don't want to, but you want everybody to see you. What car are you gonna pick? For me, Cybertruck.
Yeah.
Cybertruck. You roll up in a Cybertruck, everybody turns. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's a Cybertruck. It's RoboCop.
Yeah, I just wouldn't want the feeling I would get getting out of a side.
Well,
I'll
if
tell
I
you.
want
It's like
people,
everybody's like staring at you, like who the fuck?
yeah.
is this
Well, if
guy?
I want people
Or
to
like
see me,
this
I'm gonna make it
douche.
real easy for them to see me. I'm coming with the convertible.
Oh, I'm coming with the convertible.
It's good. Yeah, if you're saying
BMW
you want people to
BBSs?
see me, yes, I'm
Oh,
coming
so
with the
people
convertible.
see
They're gonna
you.
see me all the way coming.
Come on,
Convertible
Greg, you wanna say-
anything?
Yeah,
Convertible
but it gotta be
anything?
fresh.
Yes.
I mean, anything.
I'm not coming. It's not gonna have tinted windows. I want them to see me coming.
Yeah, you want to see. You want
Yeah.
people to see. I actually had a convertible. I didn't tint the windows. I don't like. That's one thing I don't like is tinted windows on convertibles. Don't like it.
You know
Shouldn't
what I
be
am
tinted.
starting to like and appreciate though? Like,
What?
like I said, I'm not really into cars and stuff.
What?
I'm liking like the 90s era of vehicles.
90s era is great. I actually have a 90s Mustang, 1998.
Mm-hmm.
Great era, and the cars feel good. They look good. You go places, people still get attention.
Because it has it has like the performance still. It's not
Very,
crazy,
yeah,
but you still have kind of like the older style of things.
The older feel, yeah.
materials,
The
and
smells.
Yeah, some of the newer cars are just kind of like I feel like they're all kind of going towards the Tesla, real simple.
I don't like that, dude.
You know?
I don't like that, man. I like a feel of something more exciting. That's why I like motorcycles. I like a little bit exciting, But if you had to have a 3-car garage, you have 3-car garage, you only pick 3 cars. What are those 3 cars going to be?
Again, you're making it hard because I really don't pay attention to cars. I don't.
This doesn't make it a very good, fun question to answer, Master. Because I'm not very excited.
They want to know.
Excited about the
They
question.
want to
That's
know.
how
I'm going to give you any amount of money right now to go buy 3 cars.
Well, that's going to suck because if I have any amount of money, I'm going to look at cars different.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's how boring it is in 2025.
Don't ask us about cars.
Don't ask us about
But
cars.
it's funny because people come up to us and we'll be like
Ask
at
about
car
cars.
meets or events, and they're like, "Oh, hey man, check this out!" You know, like they want to show us their car, and then we're just like,
Do you like luxury cars? Like, what are you into?
Yes, I can do luxury.
You know, luxury. For luxury is very. I'm kind of I move towards the luxury right now. I feel like it's a different vibe. You know, and
If there's luxury, I'm not driving it.
and
Someone's driving me.
and I'm a dog guy, so I want shit where I can be. I'm not super outdoorsy or anything.
But you have dogs. What kind of dogs?
Yeah, Doberman. I just lost my Doberman.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have any other Dobermans? or
But
just
no,
one?
right now we're sitting just to kind of have a dog around.
Okay,
'Cause
cool,
It's like,
yeah.
I don't want the responsibility.
Oh
right
yeah.
now.
When you
It's
lose a dog, it's like just, I got 2
it's tough.
dogs.
It's tough. It's whatever.
And
But,
if you have a Doberman, you need to have like a truck.
yeah,
a trailer.
Something you
That's
don't
a
have
horse.
To be too, you know, like
Yeah,
when
get
I had
in.
a sports car, I used to put the little dog shoes on him so he could get in and not
Oh, he's
fuck
with
shit
the
up.
dog
But,
shoes on the
but it's like I don't want to. Like I think when you do get a car, that's kind of nice. So you got to worry about the whole maintenance and shit.
Maintenance.
That's what made me become a detailer. Is having a nice car.
Oh, okay.
And that's what
cool.
makes a lot of people become a detailer, right?
Is having a nice car?
Because they have a nice car and they want to learn how to take care
Actually,
of it.
I think what makes people become detailers is they have a not nice car and they want it to be nice, so they detail.
Well,
That now I talk to people about this. I think that's the biggest flex is having a baller car but just beating it.
Hey,
You
that's
know?
one thing I look at getting a car now. What is the maintenance of this vehicle?
maintenance of the vehicle.
We're talking about engine wise and look wise.
And-
Because like my working on Lexuses, that's why I picked the Lexus.
Oh, the Lexus,
because
so they
the
wouldn't
Lexus
die.
always comes back clean, no matter
Yeah,
what.
it's never gonna die. It's never gonna die.
Yeah.
For me, I like some complexity in the cars. I like cars that are spicy, you
Yeah.
know, and I want something a little more spicy. But you gotta choose the car. Choose the car you want. You know what I mean? So for you, if I was to say I'm gonna name a couple cars and you're gonna tell me, okay? I'm gonna name 2. It's gonna be BMW or Mercedes. Mercedes, okay. Ford or Chevy.
Truck or car?
yeah.
Ford car.
What
Ford,
era?
or no, it's gonna be car. We're gonna go car. Ford or Chevy.
Oh, Chevy.
We're going Chevy on the car. Okay, truck.
Truck.
Ford or Chevy.
Well, I'm going Chevy.
He's going Chevy.
I'm going Chevy.
Oh, they're going Chevy. Okay, they're going Chevy. I go with
Body
the
styles
I
are
go with the
just
Ford on that. Ferrari or Lamborghini.
Ferrari.
Ferrari.
Different level of
Ferrari. Porsche or Audi.
Porsche.
Oh, they're going with the Porsche. Always going with the Porsche. Honda or Nissan.
Honda.
They're going with the Honda right there, man. Ooh, that's some big ones right here. And we're gonna go with this one: Harley Davidson or Ducati.
Ducati. Yeah.
Ducati. See, it's Ducati, right?
Yeah. But I did want to do the whole motorcycle thing. I was looking at a Ducati Monster.
Ducati Monster is a great bike.
That would have been the bike that I
Ducati Monster is a great bike. A couple of my customers, they're old. They actually go on like tours and they go to like they'll ride Vietnam and they'll ride Thailand. And
That's
when
wild,
he was showing
man.
me a picture of him riding at the base of Mount Everest.
Yeah, those guys are crazy.
I know,
That
that's-
seems like that would be fun.
Yeah, the long way
Like,
around. That's what
yeah.
really got me into. I mean, cars are great, but imagine just it's like horseback, dude.
I guess well, when I hear motorcycle or riding, I'm thinking, freeway, back roads. Like I'm thinking more of like that. I'm not thinking of like the long trekking and the long the that type of I guess off road without
Kinda, yeah.
call that?
Cross country,
Yeah,
like,
like
I mean, like
you're really like within nature. You're close to nature.
yeah, nothing's
a
gonna
lot of
stop
the
you.
times,
Yeah. I mean, those guys, Ewan McGregor, they rode around the world.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, did you watch that one? Yeah,
I watched that one. Yeah. They
that was
rode-
and that kind of changed my perspective on it, and that was very interesting.
It was very interesting. I mean, they didn't ride around the world by themselves. They had like a camera crew.
Oh, yeah.
They had buddies with them.
But I think it was cool though. I think that's a
Amazing,
cool thing
dude.
to do.
Yeah,
to commit and say, I'm gonna do this in my lifetime, and
Yeah,
commit to
yeah.
it because there was times where it looked rough.
It looked really rough.
Yeah.
It looked really rough.
The conditions that they're dealing with, it was nasty.
Yeah.
Points.
So what's your favorite? I know you guys are in the detailing industry a lot. We talk about this, and you guys are building a YouTube channel doing detailing, or mainly talking about detailing, right? Mm-hmm. And detailing has a lot of factors you could talk about. But what do you guys find interesting about the detailing industry right now? What got you onto this onto your channel where you guys put out videos twice a week?
I think Sal can kind of take this because it's all fresher to him.
120 videos a year, you guys are putting out, right? Mm-hmm. What makes it interesting for you to keep making videos?
The conversation's got to be there. I mean, if we have nothing to talk about,
this is true. Yeah.
Then why are we doing this?
This is true. Yeah.
So we like to. It's funner for us because we're just getting more. We're just getting started with the things that we like to talk about, or things that need to be addressed that aren't being touched on. Like we have conversations where it's like, well, you know what? I never thought about it that way. And then once we hear that, okay, it's time for a more in-depth conversation. So where do we get with starting YouTube Mondays and Fridays? 2 times a week. We have to get on a schedule. We talk about routine is so important in your
big time
in your regimen. So we had to have a routine in doing videos.
Big time. And you guys were at SEMA. I saw you, and you were at SEMA talking with a lot of people too. Pan the organizer, you're talking. Shout out to Pan the organizer. Who else were you guys interviewing with?
Pan. We spent some time with Matt Mormon from Sus Garage.
Matt Mormon. Yeah, that's cool. You guys had Matt on your channel?
No, not yet. I think we're going to try to get out to Matt this year.
Oh, okay, cool.
But there was a lot of people that we kind of wanted to meet, and it was going out there was a reality check. We didn't know that these people knew who we were.
Oh, it's cool. So yeah, it's the power of social media, man. Like, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, and these are guys that we see them doing things and we're like, okay, we really like what they're doing, but obviously we didn't know anybody at the time, and they were approaching us, which was the strangest thing. We thought it was going to be, the other way around. Like we'd have to introduce ourselves, have to go through this awkward, hey, we're here, we're doing this, and we like what you're doing type of thing. But they were coming to us, and it was like, okay, cool. Like we people know who we are and they like what we're doing. So I think we just barely began around the time that you reached out. I think at that time is where we kind of found our stride. Like we found our place.
Cool.
I think we were truly comfortable at that point because there was a big shift. And when you feel those shifts in business or life, when you do something creative and you're like, oh shit, this is working.
Oh,
it's, like we got something here. And just the feedback and the amount of the response was very positive, so we were like, okay, this is it. This is what we got to do. Like, we need to just sit here and talk, because before we were trying to do the informative stuff.
It's different. What you guys are doing it on the channel, it's different. It's not just, hey, we're just washing a car. It's the same stuff over and over again. It's something unique, and it's grasping into topics that are nuanced, and I think that is really what grabs.
We're not afraid. Well, I think more people need to ask, why are things done this way? Like. If something don't make sense, I'm like, hey, man, you have to explain it to me. This is not making sense.
For detailing?
For detail.
Dude, there's a lot.
For what we're doing, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Explain it to me.
There's a lot of things in detailing, I think, right now going on that just don't even make sense.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, why are people even doing that? You know? And I have no idea why. It's a weird tactics. But detailing, I guess, isn't a science. What is it? Do you think detailing is a science, or is detailing an art?
It's funny. We were having this conversation the other day. I can honestly say I say it's a technical skill. That's what I call it. A technical skill.
A technical skill.
Yes, because you have to be well-versed in materials, in chemistry, in applications, in the choices that you're making.
Yeah, the hands-on skill.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's a skill.
Yeah.
I don't find it an art because I don't think you're creating anything. For me, I have a background in art, so that gives me a different perspective.
So how do you feel when people?
Art.
So how do you feel?
I feel like it's a what is it? It's a protection of their investment. It sounds ridiculous. Like that would sound to like a financial advisor. If you say, "Hey, protect your investment with the car," they're like, "What are you talking about? Car's not gonna.
Car's not an investment.
It's not an investment."
Then how do you feel?
So
I don't consider
detailing art. I think it can be, but the more thing is like the business is the art. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, the creative part of the business is fun.
The creative part, yeah, the creative part. You like, how do you feel that there's detailing brands out there and their whole slogan is the art of detailing?
I understand why they do it because they do it in every industry. Like the art of food,
the art of fitness.
Yes, exactly.
The art of the arts.
It's more of a catchphrase than it is the actual.
Just throwing the word art around.
Yes, exactly.
I think they said that the definition of art means it has to have no meaning besides itself. Yeah. So if detailing doesn't have,
and then some people say it has to evoke emotion and all that stuff, and we just had the conversation about.
And it does.
It's like have emotion. There's things.
It does.
I would consider the vehicle more of the work of art than the actual skill.
Oh yeah,
that's being put in the detailing.
I guess if you're detailing for art,
because you have designers behind there, you have a lot of creativity, you have innovation behind there. You have, engineering. Like, are we doing? To be fucking honest, are we doing that?
No, we're cleaning cars.
Yeah,
we're cleaning dog poop off carpet, and the customer's paying us, and then and we're cleaning, getting rid of fart smells.
And at the highest level, we're wet sanding and finishing paint. Right?
We're not RWB. I don't know if you guys follow RWB.
No, I don't.
The guy who makes Porsches.
Oh yeah, the guy that cuts them.
He cuts them, yeah.
I like
and he
that
puts
dude.
a body kit on.
Yeah,
and he's
very controversial because people
he does it in slippers and
smokes cigarettes. I love my man. Yeah.
He's hanging out.
Maybe I want one of his cars.
Oh, that's
maybe I want one of his cars.
He wants an RWB Porsche. If you want
one day I'm gonna be like, let's just go get one of those.
You could have him build it right here at Masterson's Car Care. You have to.
Very helpful studio on the back, right?
Yeah. You could do that. Because you have to have a place for him to build it, and you have to supply him with a big leather chair and cigarettes, and he has to.
He has to have a crowd of people around him.
The people will come and watch him, but he
said you could charge for the people.
Greg, you know what I like about you, man? I find very funny.
Greg, let's get this money, Greg. Let's get this money.
I find you very funny. Where it's not. It's hilarious to me.
You?
It's like it's when like you find that Masterson's Car Care. You know where we're at. It's kind of like I remember you were asked a question like this. We brought up tire shine, and you said we bring up tire shine. You said someone asked you, "Hey, what type of tire shine you use?" And your response back was, Masterson's Tire Shine?
Masterson's Tire Shine, yeah.
I thought that answer was like the best answer. It's just like, how dare you? Like, what else would I have? Like, I have Masterson's.
What else? Yeah, of course.
Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
That's what I said. Well, this man is sharp. That man is sharp right there.
But that's how you should be in your business.
Right.
Like, how do you feel about the whole pan thing by him saying, he considers his shit the best.
Yeah.
What do you want him to say? It's the shittiest?
Yeah,
that's Is someone
going
to come in and say, "Oh, Masterson's, how is it?" Are you going to say, "Oh, it's okay"?
See, this is a good question. Like, I think these products are the best. People come on, but then people come and say, "Oh, well, you need to be more humble." How are you going to be humble?
What does that have to do with this product?
I get that all the time. Like, oh, you got to be more humble. Well, dude, I think they're saying that because they don't want people to come out and be like, "Oh, this is the best." They want to say something else is the best.
Oh yeah.
Best is it's relative. Yeah. It's subjective, dude. The word best. I don't even like using the word best.
Because then you got to break down the category, different characteristics of things, like what where you're categorizing it.
More like this is my favorite.
Yeah.
I like more this is my favorite. Like, what's the best fruit? No, they're all good, dude. But what's your favorite?
In what case?
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of different. That word best is kind of strange.
Word best has come out. Like, I'm the best detailer. I hear that all the time. I'm the best detailer. What makes you the best? I'm just the best.
Yeah. We always say that and what we've done in our detailing career is we didn't focus early on we wanted the final product and we wanted the end result to be really, really solid. But our main focus was we wanted to kill it on the customer service end.
Oh yeah. That's ridiculous.
Ridiculously, totally. White glove level. Yep. And that's the shit that that's what people pay us for.
Yeah, it's customer service, and that's one of the things here. And with me and Abiz, customer service is number one priority, dude. Like
always.
Like I want, and you can go to our Google page and read, hey, the customer service is great. One of our best Google reviews is Greg opened the store for me on Thanksgiving. I just called. He drove over here, opened the door just so I could get a couple things, and then thanks.
You did that, man?
Yeah, it was great. The guy called me and he's
How
like,
much you pay for that Google review?
No, I know that's a good one, but some of these things are so outrageous. Like it's almost like that. Good story. Guy called us and he called us on Thanksgiving. Hey, are you guys open? No, we're closed. But when it doesn't ring here, it redirects to our cell phones or something. So if it might be like a customer service problem, we'll help him out. So he's like, hey, are you guys open? No, we're not open. We're open tomorrow. Oh, well, I have to work tomorrow. I work at a dealership. I'm trying to wash my girl's car. It was like that. He called me up. I had to wash my girl's car. I'm like, hey man, I live like 10 minutes away.
That's cool.
I'll meet you there. Can you meet me there exactly this time? Yeah. So I roll up exactly this time. That guy's there.
It's not a ridiculous thing because if you would have said I live 2 hours away, it'd be a different story.
Totally. Yeah.
Like my wife, she works downtown. She's literally like 3 minutes from our home. If somebody, she's an acupuncturist, so if somebody needs something like, hey, I'm in pain or whatever, blah, 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 she's like, okay, I'll be there in an hour.
The needles. Do you like needles?
Not really, but it's good for you.
Oh my God, I can't.
These old bones, man. These old bones, you
I
gotta
can't
get that body
handle.
work.
I can't handle that. Oh no.
But I believe that you would do something like that.
Okay, I got a question.
Yeah, a question. Yeah.
So, you came and opened the store for
yeah.
someone to come purchase whatever.
Yeah.
How is that equivalent to something in detailing? Like, hey, can you do this extra? Because a lot of times we say people, you're not valuing your worth, or you're doing too much extra service.
Good, yeah.
What is something that's detailing will be considered like the just do that? You're 10 minutes away. Just go ahead and do that.
Yeah, like I mean,
that should be the standard.
Worth the extra work, yeah.
I feel like with detailing, man, it's all about just like getting there on time and fucking doing a job. This is funny that you asked me this, and this is a good thing. Would you believe it or not that I don't know any detailer that I could call right now that could come detail a car? Like, let's say I want someone to detail that car and want to pay him.
Oh, you wouldn't be able to.
I could call that could come on time, do a good job, and give me a good price.
No.
In Southern California,
no.
I guarantee you, there's a detailer on I don't want to call him out, but there's another detailer. He was on another podcast recently. Has a lot of followers. He has Google Maps. I guarantee you, if any of us call it, he won't pick up the phone.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of guys that are like that. There's a lot of more. That's more common than most people.
But that's horrible.
Think. Well, yeah, because there's no capture. You're not getting captured.
There's no capture.
You literally.
So no, I gotta. So we're in Southern California.
We're in Orange County, California. This is like car culture capital.
Yes,
of the
I would
USA.
say this is the mecca of like something with cars coming from this area.
Yeah. Like Chip Foose isn't that far away from here.
Is it a matter of the people not being available, or the talent's not there, or you don't know them?
It's the amount of detailers here is not capable of doing the number of cars and the demand that is going on.
No.
Because detailers right now, I feel, and this is one thing with detailers, is I'm booked up like 4 months. I'm booked up 3 months. Who's going to wait like 4 months for a detail? It ain't going to be me.
That's not just, and that's where like we step in.
Yeah.
Where people are like, okay, I've maxed out my earning potential. I've done this.
Yeah, you need to hire more people.
It's like, well, or maybe you just need to manage your time better.
That's a logistic problem, I think.
Like there's a lot of, what was that?
It could be simply just a logistic problem.
Logistics, it could be anything.
Maybe your territory, maybe you're covering too big of a service territory and you're spending 6 hours of your day driving.
If you're a detailer out there and you're watching this and you're booked up and you have too much work, there's only two solutions. One, hire more people, get the work done, or raise your prices. Because they could raise their prices double, lose half their customers, still make the same amount.
Or create more time through efficiencies and process improvement.
Something like that,
You know what I mean? Like a lot of people don't realize that. Like when we work, we're constantly revamping. We're adjusting our process. We're adjusting everything.
Everything
is on a time study, so we know how long things are taking, how much energy we're depleting, and how long every job is gonna take of our time, of our day. So we're able to maximize our schedule and our earnings.
Yeah, but I feel like with the detailing that's why detailers lose to the car wash right now. Like, if you're an average person, when do you want a detail? Like, I want the detail when I need it. Oh man, I got a hot date tonight. Yeah. Oh man, I got to get my car washed because I got a hot date. It's just like, when do you go get a haircut? Oh man, I got a date, or I got a meeting. I got something where people are going to see me. So you'll go get the haircut, and you're going to go to the barber. But if their barber's busy, you're going to go to another barber. So then detailers, they don't go to get the job, and then the people end up going to the car wash out of convenience. Detailing should just be straight convenience.
Yeah. You wouldn't believe how many people we can gut.
I was going to say, well, how can we relate to, like we talked about barber? I have a realm of barbers. One is the guy that's
okay, you got tier. This is cool. Okay, let's talk about this. This is cool. So you have tiers.
If I want to get my hair cut and I want to get it done in a certain time, I'm using the app of the dude that's expensive, and I'm setting time aside, like that's for my haircut. And yes, I may not get him, and yes, if I don't get him, I know I have to take it down. Like, I may have to go to the scores route. I never get down. Never get down that low.
You might have to go to Supercuts or something. You know what I mean?
That's very, very. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. But I'm going to go to another barber.
Okay, so you think it's like that with detailing too? You think
yes,
like, okay, I can go to grade A detailer.
There's people that use us because they know I'm going to use them. They're already in my schedule.
Okay, so like, let's say I want to detail. I'm going to call Larry Cozilla if he can't fit me in.
Yeah, you can go ahead and call Larry Cozilla. Go.
Because you have your number one preference, right? Everybody has their preference.
Their preference, yeah.
And then if the preference can't follow through, you're going to go to your second choice.
And then you know what you're getting.
Yeah, I can't get a reservation at this restaurant. I'm going to go to this other restaurant. I'm hungry. Same thing. I'm not going to wait to get to eat. Oh, my restaurant is booked up 2 months. I'm not going to eat. No, it's not going to happen. I'm going to go to somebody else. And I think that's where the detailing industry we were talking about earlier in another podcast needs to go. Mm-hmm. It needs to be like straight service. Like, yes, I will be there. Like, you know what I compare the detailing to? Kind of plumbers. Do you need a plumber? That motherfucker is going to be there day or night. I'll be there 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. I'll be there 45 minutes, whatever. I'm going to fix your stuff. Why can't detailers be like that?
You know, I think they are. It's just people are picking the wrong ones to do that with.
A lot of them don't even pick up the phone. You know, one of the things I was talking about detailing, about professional detailers, is a lot of detailers make business mistakes. And I don't know if you guys agree with this, but a couple detailers, there's a detailing group on Facebook, and they were saying, "Oh, we don't need business cards in 2025."
They're tripping.
They're tripping. Exactly.
They're tripping.
And they're tripping. They're like,
tripping.
Yeah, because I said, post up your business card. Oh, I don't need a business card. Who uses business cards? And I said, you are tripping. I brought
people
up
that make money.
Oh yeah, I brought up the explanation. You're at SEMA and somebody asks you, "Hey, you got a card?" And you're gonna say, "Oh, I got this."
What are you gonna tell them?
Here, let me email it to you, or let me get your
scan my. Can you scan this on my own?
We're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
Maybe in like 20 years, we're not there yet.
These are old tricks I think detailers need to utilize out there. If you're a professional detailer, things that they could use, but they don't. Industry's a little bit slow on the detailing. But I feel like if you're a detailer and you're living it's winter right now everywhere else in the world. If you're a detailer, you could move to California and you could have a gold mine.
Yeah.
If you have the balls and the strength to grab yourself by the bootstraps and fly out here to California, you could be making 6 figures first year. Just
by doing things right.
Just by doing things right. Yeah. Just by coming here.
The simple things that a business owner should do. Just create some small standards, stick by them. Like you said, be on time, answer your phone, communicate properly, dress the part, clean yourself up, stay groomed.
Hey, we're naming all the regular things it takes to be a good employee, and we all know good employees are very hard to find.
Very good employees are very hard to find. It's hard when you're your own employee.
And a good business owner is even harder to find.
Business owner is hard to find, but detailing I feel is easy, so. It's more interesting that side of business, know.
It's showing of where the industry stands, like you said. I don't know if it was earlier today, but where you said I kind of put them there with barbers.
Yeah, barbers. Barbers.
I think you're right on for the majority of the industry as far as working detailers that are out there.
Yeah, they should be barbers. Act like on that scale, and they should be raising their prices too. Yeah. Detailers undercharge a lot right now. They're completely undercharging, like crazy amounts. You know, how much you think a car wash should cost in 2025?
A car wash, like a
like a mobile car wash,
at least
125. Oh, at least 125 bucks. How much you think?
What I'm getting out let's base it on the gas station car wash. Like we talking about that. How much did that cost?
How much is that?
That should cost $10.
That costs $10. Okay,
that should cost $10.
That costs $10. Okay, so the local car washes around here. You want to go to a hand wash, you're spending $50.
Yeah.
So to have somebody come to your house and do it, $100, I feel actually is a pretty good price.
Yeah, I say 125.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Obviously, if that would be a starting point. You know what I mean? Say, like a median.
But there are some detailers still in California, right here.
Oh, I know there's detailers doing for like $35.
$35.
$20.
Guy goes to my wife's office and will wash the whole car in and out, clean it up, like $45-$50.
Give me his number, man. I'll have.
Where are those guys at? Like
I need them. Well, I want to use them.
They're doing details cheaper than a haircut.
They're doing, and that's where it is. A haircut right now is $50. Yeah. Good haircut, $50. And why aren't detail?
Because you know why? You know why? Because they're scared. They don't have the confidence, and they want that. They would much rather have quantity that's there for them than quality that may take a little bit more effort to do.
Oh yeah, this is true.
Because you're not going to be able to pay more unless you provide a better service and value. So you better be coming correct if you're charging $125 for a wash. That's going to take you 20 minutes.
Yeah, you better be coming correct. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I mean, even 20 minutes. Like I can't even wash my own car in 20 minutes. I need to spend at least an hour. Yeah. You know, so I feel like you're doing a good wash. Like
we do car wash 20 minutes.
20 minutes, dang, that's
40
crazy.
For a big one, like a Wagoneer or something. That's
you guys like drying? Are you guys drying all the door jams, like every single jam?
No, we don't open the car unless it's interior. Like we don't open the door.
Okay, so
like exterior.
You're considering the door jams part of the inside of the car.
For that car wash service.
For that car wash service. Okay, I understand.
Yes. Like that
we're not
is
opening the doors. We're not doing none of that. Like we're not. That opens it up more. It's kind of like, oh, no. Like that's...
You want like a car wash.
That's where you're drawing the line right there.
Exterior, yes.
Okay. Yeah, because a lot of it's all about setting the expectations, what you're going to do with the customer. Yeah. Some people might think the door jams, you didn't do those door jams. But that's
all part of communication too.
It's all
like
part of
before.
How much for a car wash? $50. I do it right now. You gonna get the door jams? Now you're taking on 75. Maybe do it. Maybe do 100. You know what I mean? They're just communication.
$5 more or whatever. Yeah.
I think the way that we try to make a kind of paint a picture for people is we like to make the reference of hotels. Like you stay at a cheap hotel, you know what you're getting, what you pay for.
Oh yeah,
like you're probably not going to get a good night's sleep. You're not going to have room service. It's going to feel grimy in there. You know, you're just not going to have anything of luxury at all. But then you go to, a 4-star hotel.
Oh, and it's a completely different world experience. It's the same thing.
But also the price.
I use that comparison on steak.
Yeah,
exactly.
Steak.
Yeah. You could go get a steak for $9.99. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be all right. It's going to get you full, but you eat that $79.99 steak.
Yeah, that's dry aged.
Oh yeah, you're on a different level, dude.
Exactly.
But also that $79, you're getting a different. They're preparing it differently for you.
Yeah,
it's on a different plate.
They're serving it differently.
It's on a different plate.
It's sourced different. Like everything is different.
You got a different fork. You got a different napkin in your hand.
A different knife. Yeah.
Everything is different with that steak.
When people use our service. They don't go anywhere else because if they try to go somewhere else,
it's not the same.
It ain't the same. They're like, no.
I'll
pay. Would you rather shop at Walmart or Target?
Dude,
just the shit you got to deal with in Walmart. Like, no, thank you. I'll pay a little bit extra.
Masters of Car Care loves Walmart, guys. Walmart is like.
I got you. Call with it. You know what I'm saying? He's smooth. That's what I'm saying. That's what I like. That's what I like. Master. Like,
shout out to Walmart.
In the whole Walton family.
Shout out to the Waltons. Masters of Car Care is available at Walmart.com.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, man.
No, it is available on Walmart.com. But the that's interesting though, and you asked me that, because like I would have said a couple years ago, Target.
Yeah.
I would have said Target, baby.
Well, it's kind of crazy. Like now, it's kind of wild.
You go, yeah, and then you go into Walmart right now, and Walmart stepped it up.
Did they? I don't know. I haven't been to Walmart.
You got kids. Walmart clothes has more kids clothes than Target.
Okay, stepping the game up.
Yeah. It has some stuff that Target doesn't have. You go to the seasoning in Walmart, and it's like, oh, these exotic seasonings and slap your mama seasoning, and I was like, oh, dude, this is like Walmart stepping it up, right? But why did they do that? Because Target was.
Oh yeah.
People wanted to go to Target. Now, first it was I got to go to the hot girl Target run, and now it's the hot girl Walmart run.
No, they ain't. You ain't giving me that one.
Maybe in the South.
maybe in the
I
South.
bet you I bet you the Walmart parking lot is a lot dirtier than the Target the Target parking lot. We just base it off that. A lot more oil stains at the Walmart parking lot.
Totally, yeah. Target doesn't have an auto center.
Oh yeah.
Maybe because they know that alleviates a lot of the riffraff.
You will bring a lot of riffraff.
Well, can you imagine? I'm still a little too young to remember, but the Walmart used to have McDonald's inside of them.
Walmart.
So you could imagine how wild that was.
Some I think still have them, or they're different. They're Starbucks, or something else. Yeah, Target has Starbucks, but yeah, they used to have everything in there, you know. But it's a different feel, and that gets to the point we were talking about detailing, man. You can pick and choose your
what level
market.
You want to be at.
What level? Yeah, what level do you want to be at? Who do you want to operate? You can pick your customers. You could say, I don't want to do that job. I want to turn that down.
Okay, so when you want to find out what level you're at, who do you compare to? Like, okay, so and so has that. Okay, Masterson has that too. Who's a reference point?
Myself.
We all need reference points.
Myself as a detailer, like as
for the Masterson brand
as a business owner.
Yeah.
Oh, well, me as a business owner, like I think I was talking to you before. If you guys want to check out the rest of our podcast, go check out Details Details Official at Details Official, and podcast. We'll put a link below where you can see our other podcasts. We've been talking all day about cool topics. I like to think Masterson's Car Care is on it's on a different feel. It's on a different style. Okay. And there are competing stuff, but it is a different feel. I kind of like to go in a different direction. It's like Mercedes and BMW, they're competing against each other, but a Mercedes don't feel like BMW.
Yeah,
they don't even feel like it feels not even the same thing, because I don't think Mercedes customers are trying to get BMW customers. They're trying to get Mercedes customers.
They're not trying to get that. It's like performance and luxury. Like one is more.
Which one's performance? Which one's luxury?
The BMW is probably more performance, right?
Maybe. What about the AMGs?
But now we're talking AMGs. Yeah. So what are we talking? The AM6 or because they have their performance.
Well, we talked about this too earlier. Like, what are you more focused on? Are you focused on bringing in new clientele? Or are you focused on your returning clientele?
Yeah. People don't realize also in business too, frequency. It doesn't always have to be volume.
No, it needs to be frequency. All the richest people in the world that have ever done anything, that invented something cool, they knew that it comes over and over again. The disposable razor, anything that's like disposable, it's great. The bottle cap thing.
So there's a lot of different business models. A lot of people can go in, and I think that's kind of the whole idea of our podcast is to kind of open up and let that creative part. Kind of bring you your unique spin on things.
You still didn't say who you reference yourself.
Who would I reference to myself on as another detailer? That's a really hard question to answer. I don't even like to reference myself on anybody. I feel like we're all on the same level. But I like to hearken back to other people who aren't detailers.
Or okay.
Like I was saying about Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, I hearken back to Steve a crazy amount. Like, what would Steve do? Yeah. If you've ever read the stories of Steve, it's just crazy. Everything that dude even did, the life that guy lived.
He was willing to do anything to pursue what he wanted.
Hey man, but you can go ahead and say, man, ain't no one on my level. That's why I can't give you. I like that.
Just to be frank, I feel like it's on.
See, I love that.
It's on a knowledgeable level. I've experienced a lot of things with detailing that I don't think a lot of people have, and I think in this industry, there's been a lot of people coming to this industry where they're not even professional detailers. They never even detailed before.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think I think more people need to put a little bit more respect on his name when it comes to,
the industry, not just detailing. Because I know you're attached to the other guys, and I think that's always going to be with you in the industry. But as far as you're holding your own, like you're going in 10 years strong. That's a big feat.
Totally, yeah.
So it's like you should feel that way about yourself and your business and where you. If I were to tell people where I see details and and where we want to go or what we're trying to achieve, people would be like, "Oh man, you guys are crazy. That shit ain't never gonna happen."
Yeah, but that's what you have to believe in, dude. Like that's the trick of being an entrepreneur, man. Like you gotta like losing, dude. You have to have lost. I mean, I've had losses, man.
Yeah.
Like I've had a bunch of losses. You have to lose in order to win. Nobody just wins right out of the box.
Yeah.
Like nobody, And I mean, Colonel Sanders didn't even start KFC till he was like 60 or 70.
Like a senior citizen.
He was a senior citizen. Like they should have told that man, dude. This is your last at bat, dude.
Yeah.
And I've coached some entrepreneurs where they're 65, 70, and they're going to start a business.
Yeah.
And I'm really honest with them. I tell them, hey man, this is your last at bat, dude.
Yeah.
Like this is your last time when you can try and hit this. So what are you going to do? Are you going to make a big thing? Maybe Colonel Sanders knew that.
Yeah, maybe his back was against the wall.
The back was against the wall. Yeah,
that's usually when you find yourself in a situation where it's like something didn't go right or things are not going in the right direction. And, and you're just kind of like, okay, now it's time to see what I'm made of. Because sometimes I think we forget.
Yeah.
Do the day to day. It's like, fuck, you almost forget what got you here.
Oh yeah, but that's the cool thing about detailing, dude. Is like you want to make money, get up and make fucking money.
Yeah.
You want with detailing, you want to detail, wake the fuck up, right, and go hustle. Yeah. I like that's just straight up old school stuff. Like, oh man, I got bills to pay, I got rent to pay, I got employees to pay. Get up and fucking make money.
Let's go get this money.
Right? And so I feel like that's what makes it such a crazy strong industry. Like the possibilities. Yeah, there's a lot of problems with the detailing industry, and we could talk about that all day long. But there's so much good stuff like that. Yeah,
there's a lot of opportunity.
So opportunity can, like, oh my gosh, like the opportunity is so much. Like I see so many opportunities. It's hard for me because I see so much opportunity. I want to get all that opportunity. Yeah. You want to take all of it, but you can't because you don't have enough energy or enough focus or enough force, enough people.
Well, and you're smart enough to know that before jumping into all this stuff because there's guys that do it. How many guys have you seen jump into like a whole bunch of shit all at once?
Oh, they jump in hard.
Like, man, what do I do now?
He was touching out at SEMA.
Yeah.
About buying SEMA booths?
Just jumping into SEMA. I'm pretty sure you've been through SEMA, so you know there's steps to SEMA.
Oh yeah.
Things that you should be doing for SEMA.
I don't even think there was enough SEMA. Like I'll give you an example, man. Somebody that I know, SEMA was so slow that someone that I know at a booth, another company, IDY, they, one of the dudes that I know, he does the media. He's actually one of the owners. He wasn't even on the floor. He was actually in the back in the little room editing videos during the show because the show was so slow. So you're like, oh man, dude, like that. But everybody on TikTok Live, you have thousands of people on TikTok Live, right? So where would you rather be? I'd rather be hanging out on TikTok Live.
Yeah, and it's all perspective of how you see and how you want your exposure to be out there, and it's like it's choice. We were talking about in the last one.
Choices.
It's all based off of the choices.
That's the hardest thing about being a business owner. It's decisions, man. I feel like there's actually a thing that they study where it's called like a decision like overload. It's like you get tired from making so many decisions because it's so hard. Which one, this or that, A or B. One.
It's not easy when you're doing it calculated. It's a lot of effort.
It's a lot.
And
it's
mental,
a lot of effort.
It takes a lot of strain on you.
And that wears you down. When they talk about this, man, you ever read the book Think and Grow Rich?
Yeah, Napoleon Hill.
By Napoleon Hill.
Yeah.
Great stuff. And you look at all the people he studied in writing that book, and they were, a lot of them, some of them worked themselves to death just from making decisions and doing that. So, but that's why we work in this industry, because we have a passion for cars. I don't want to do that. You want to do that. You're tired.
I think that's why we gravitate towards the people that are doing things that they like to do.
Yeah.
And you can tell the people that are happy and the people that are unhappy.
The passion. And that's the coolest things about passion in this industry with cars, is because everybody who's here doing it, they love cars. Like, let me ask you, man, who's your favorite YouTube car channel?
Oh, YouTube car channel?
Yeah, it could be anything. Detailing, it could be anything. Who do you think is doing it for you right now?
Oh, man. I really don't like it again, man. I'm not
car channel.
I know you said you like Dan Pena, though. Oh, man, I love Dan Pena.
I love Pena.
I love Dan. Now, would you go to Dan Pena's class? Now, whoever is watching it.
I would go to Dan Pena's. Hell yeah.
Would you pay the $20,000?
Yeah, I would.
Why don't you do it?
I don't know, because you know what, Dan Pena, I still don't know if there's... I just don't know enough but there's not enough information about
Dan Pena.
Yes.
Well, if you watch it, he talks about it. He ran the oil company.
Even
Great Western Oil.
Yeah.
And then he made a bunch of money like that, and then he ended up buying a house in Scotland, and that was it. He was
like
out.
A castle.
And I think it was so early. It was before social media. It was kind of able to kind of go away.
Yeah, it's hard to find stuff on him, but I don't know.
$20,000 for you guys that are watching.
That's how much it costs to go see him.
$20,000. Yeah, it's $20,000. It's in a week long.
And he says nothing that he says there is nothing you can't find on his.
Yeah, he said everything I say here.
It's all the same shit. It's
all the same shit.
There's just something about being here that motivates you.
Well,
he says he has people that go multiple times.
Well, yeah,
there's a lot of people selling a lot of shit.
But a lot of people, like, you gotta go see him again. You just paid $40,000 to go see him again. Like, you should have heard everything the first time to get motivated. Yeah.
Well,
I'd rather pay money to know. I'd rather get close to Pena, knowing like where he's going to eat at. Like, let's pay $20,000 to go eat at this restaurant where we know he's going to be at.
Okay, and you're on the same way, and that's why I actually go to SEMA, and I just like to walk around. Yeah. Because it's the same.
Let's go pay an amount of money where we could be in the vicinity.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I need is the vicinity. I know what he's going to bring to the table as far as like encouragement and
it's like to pick up, let's say you're a guy, you want to go pick up a girl. Do you need to go in the club, or can you just hang outside the club?
I'm just going to do just enough to get I know what I could do.
Because you have to go into the club. Can I hang outside the club?
Yeah.
And can I still pull a job like that? Where do people sell all the stuff at a concert? They sell it outside. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I think that's the winner of it.
Well, yeah, you're maximizing on the traffic that you didn't have to. That wasn't at your expense, pretty much at that point.
Oh yeah, traffic.
You're really capitalizing on the traffic and the environment without having to put in the initial risk and investment.
Yeah. So if you don't like cars, what do you like the most about the car industry? The people?
I would say the people. The people's got a lot to do with it.
The people are really great, and then
What else do we like, man?
The
business part of it.
The business part about it.
The business part where you can apply to life. Like we meet, like meeting you here is a part of the detailing.
Oh yeah.
And that we're pulling, that we're extracting, that we're you know what I mean?
The experience of what you're living.
Exactly. That's for us.
The car stuff is getting.
This is where it comes down to the lifestyle.
Yes.
I like to call it a lifestyle, and I feel like detailing connects it, and it's something that has to do with the cars for me, man. Like you get to be around the cars and around the people. Okay, so we're talking about. Excuse me. Just the entrepreneurship of this industry. How vibey it is. But what do you guys feel like? Where do you feel the industry is going to go in 2025? You were asking me that on another podcast. And
say that again. Where the industry?
Where's the industry going to go in 2025? I know There's been acquisitions of a lot of companies, and things are changing. And where do you guys think it's going to lead to?
I think it's going to lead to some true colors coming out.
True colors, okay.
I think we've hit a point in the industry
where oversaturation
is now like super real, and it's in our face.
Do you think the detailing market is oversaturated?
With certain things.
With products?
Yes. And I think all of the ones, like the strong ones, are going to be around still.
Oh, yeah. The
other ones are going to phase out hard. Because it kind of like, do you see that kind of happened to the detailers in the past couple of years?
I see it. I truly believe, and I talked about this a lot of it, that the ceramic coating industry, the way it was being sold, killed detailing.
Yeah, I agree.
And there's still detailers out there that are killing themselves because of the detailing. They're thinking, I'm going to sell this ceramic coating service. It's going to last. Like the worst for me is the ceramic coatings that last like 5-8 years. Like, do these really last 8 years? We don't know. They're selling them like that. But if you put a 8-year coating on a car, when are you going to see that customer again?
Yeah.
In 8 years. You might not ever see the customer ever again. If I get a haircut and it's the 8-year haircut, it's going to last 8 years.
Yeah.
Dude, totally. I'm not going to come back for 8 years. If a woman gets 3 years nails, when's she going to come back? In 3 years.
Yeah.
So it's ruins the service-based industry. You don't see your customers as much. You don't build your friends.
Yeah, and I think we went through this wave too of, like the whole COVID wave of everybody jumping into detailing.
COVID wave,
you know, this influx of new detailers, and then all of a sudden now they couldn't cut it, so now they're done detailing.
That's like that with a lot in the industry. We're busy here at Masters Car Care. They get the phone calls.
But there's like in any industry, there's cycles.
There's cycles.
And I think we're at a point where we're gonna hit a cycle, and I'm not seeing as much brand loyalty anymore that I used to.
And that's
which is a good thing.
And here's the $1 million trick right now. I'm going to tell you. I think connecting with a company and connecting with a brand is the best thing a detailer can do. And there's two sides.
It's definitely not a bad thing to do.
It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. But if you guys are watching out there,
the right brand.
It could be the right brand. It could be your favorite. It's like going with a baseball team. Like, hey man, I'm gonna go with the Dodgers. And I'm gonna root that stuff. Like they see that. Yeah. And companies do see that. So like if you're a detailer out there and like you use a company's products, like let's say Masters Car Care products, like the companies that are out there, like we notice. Like we see, hey, this is some good stuff. Like when a customer orders from us and we see their order and this customer's ordered 10 times from us, they've spent like $2,500. Dude, we hook them up with some free stuff.
Nice.
So that's what actually helped me grow the most when I had some type of loyalty to helping customers or people grow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even just getting taken care of. I know a lot of detailers want some free stuff. Like always like, hey man, can we get some free stuff? Try. But I actually get a lot of free stuff off TikTok. Now, I don't know if you know this, but like I'm actually a member of this thing called TikTok Creator like Marketplace, and people will send me items to review. And I mean everything. Tools, car tools, mainly car tools, like, hey, can you try this vacuum attachment? Can you try this? And we make a video of it. They just send it left and right. But I build relationships with those companies, and then they send me more stuff to do stuff.
It's always about relationships.
It's all about relationships. You know what I mean? Like you go down to the company and they'll, you build a relationship with it.
And that's what we've always done as a brand, as Details, is we want to make sure when we're partnering with anybody or whenever we're building a relationship with anybody, whether that's client or somebody in the industry, it's always about picking the right fit.
Picking the right fit, yeah.
Even who you're associating with.
Yeah.
Even who we're, spending time with, investing time, beyond transactional stuff with anybody in business and any, part of business.
Yeah.
It's always about the relationship. Is this the right fit? Like, I don't want to be involved in something that I don't feel 100% in control.
Dedicated
of.
to. Yeah.
And I don't want to be forced to do anything I don't want to do.
Correct. Oh yeah.
I think that's hard for a lot of people to kind of set their standards and kind of stick by.
Oh yeah,
and then like again, that freedom is like that's priceless to us.
Yeah,
and we're when people see us talk about stuff like I could never talk about that on a podcast. Yeah, you could. You might lose a couple friends or whatever for being honest or whatever.
But you might lose something, but you might gain.
Yeah.
Too. It's a very, very interesting world. But I mean, we here just at Mastersons, we just like to be honest. We're an honest company that likes to make honest content. Just tell it how it is, So if we make that content, we notice that we get that same energy back.
Yeah.
So that's something cool that we really do here, man. So I appreciate you guys coming on and flying out to California and joining us, and hopefully we're gonna plan some stuff in the future. Hopefully, maybe an event down here soon with the Detailers team.
We'll see what we can do. We got a busy 2025, but we're always passing through Southern California, so nice to make a stop by, meet some people, have some fun.
Yeah. And if you guys want to follow Joel and Sal, where do we follow you guys at?
Details Official on YouTube.
One word.
Yeah, one word.
One word. Details Official.
Details Official.
You guys put out new videos twice a week, right?
Twice
Monday
a week.
And Friday.
Every Monday we get your Monday started at 6 a.m. West Coast time, and then every Friday to get your weekend started. Get you a little energized to get the week started, and then kind of wind down and get the party started on Friday.
Good, yeah,
so
good,
we do
good.
6 a.m. both days.
Yeah, and then you guys are on TikTok and the other socials as well.
Yeah, socials for our Instagram is going to be Details Auto, and our TikTok is Joel Details.
Joel Details, guys. So thanks a lot, Joel and Sal. We'll see you on the next one, and thanks a lot for watching Drive Culture. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you.